Ladies and gentlemen of Online History 11, it's time to discuss test number 1 and where we go from here. The first place to start is to make sure that everybody knows what his or her score is on test number 1. I just want to make sure you know how to look up your score, and please, when you're looking up your score, take a look at all of the scores that I've input to make sure that I'm accurate for every single assignment. If you believe that I've made an error, you've got to contact me by email to question me about it, and I will check into it and make sure that I'm correct. You've got to help me be accurate about your grades, please. Now, the way to look up your score is to go to the Course Blackboard site, go to the My Grades file, click on the My Grades file, and you should see a list of the grades you have received for each assignment. This is an example of what you should see right now. There was a 5-point assignment for chapter number 1 homework. There was a quiz on chapter 3. There was a 10-point assignment for chapters 2 and 3 homework. And then there was the 100-point examination. The average of all of these grades is 80%. That's your grade in the class. Now, for those of you who would like to see which questions you missed on the exam, I'm afraid there's only one way I can accommodate you. You need to come to my office at Wheatley College. My office is in CCI room 210. These are my official office hours. I am here in my office far longer than that, but really that's the only way I can give you a chance to see in hard copy the questions you missed. This is the one time I'm going to give you a summary of how the class did as a whole. So here is a quick rundown giving you the performance of the class as a whole. In the end, 117 students took the exam for test number 1. Of that group, there were 13 A's, which is a significant number of A's. There were 19 B's. There were 26 C's. There were 23 D's and 36 F's. And what that means is about 50% of the class got D's and F's on test number 1. Now, how are we supposed to react to this? You could react this way, but let's not do that because from my perspective, the results for test number 1 weren't so bad at all. In fact, they're pretty good because this was the first test of the semester. This is the first time most of you have seen my approach to testing. There was a healthy number of positive grades. There were many grades that were close to the C range. The majority of the class did reasonably well, and some did extremely well. Now, how important was this test? Here are a few things I need to tell you. All tests count in Online History 11. No test score will be thrown out. So whatever scores you earn will remain with you until the end of the semester. I want you to know that it's the points that matter, rather than a letter grade on every single assignment. What I mean by that is, if you got 68 on test number 1, that is officially a D, but it's very close to a C, and on the next exam, just a slight improvement will result in a C. If you got 57, that is officially an F, but it is a very high F. It's almost a D, and improvement on test number 2 will result in a C. If you got 45, however, that's quite a low score, 15 points below a D. If you got a score in the 30s, that is an extremely low score, which will be hard to overcome. Only you know how well you prepared for this exam. Only you know whether you worked a lot or a little. All I can say is, at this point, if you did well, good for you. If you did poorly, don't forget, you can recover. There are nearly 600 points left to go in the semester, plenty of time for every student to raise his or her grade. Remember that the analytical essay assignment, the writing assignment for this class, is designed to help raise your grade if you do it correctly and get it in early. There are also various bonus point and extra credit opportunities that are available. If you get your essay in early, it will be awarded with 10 extra credit points on top of whatever grade I give you. Some students are earning bonus points for their exceptionally good homework answers. I'm telling you now that the homework assignment for the final exam will be a 5-point bonus assignment. Now, as for the online tutoring that was offered early in the semester, very few students showed any interest, so few that it simply wasn't practical to continue, so we have had to abandon that unless many students in this class come to me specifically saying that they want to revive the online tutoring opportunities. If I receive requests from 20 or so students, then I will contact Dana Sperry and see if she's interested in making a second run at offering online tutoring. But as of now, that option is dead, unfortunately. You'll have to look at the other extra credit opportunities. Where do we go from here in Online History 11? The first thing I must say is that students who received an F on the exam, I'll have to give your names to our counseling office in connection with our early alert program. Students who are struggling in a class early in the semester will be contacted by the counselors to see if there's some services or assistance that can be offered. Beyond that, now is the time to start working on the essay assignment. Right now, you need to be doing this while you're carrying out the work getting ready for test number 2, meaning the reading, the homework, and the lectures. Do remember this. You need to aim to finish your term paper and submit it to me by Friday, September the 26th in order to have the 10 extra credit points added to the score of your paper. The next exam is slated for Monday, September 29 to Wednesday, October 1. It will be offered in a face-to-face version and an online version. Remember the basic rhythm that this class requires. Contact the Blackboard site basically every day if you can, at least every other day. Your job as a student is to view those lectures in sequence, several hours per week. Take careful notes on the lectures when you view them because they provide the answers to the questions on the exams. Carry out the textbook reading week by week, and the material you'll need to know for test number 2 comes from these pages. The last little bit of Chapter 3, all of Chapter 4, all of Chapter 5, and the first 10 pages of Chapter 6. I am estimating it takes at least 6 hours per week for a student to carry out his or her responsibilities, and possibly as many as 9 hours. It all depends on the person. Concerning the term paper, I'm telling you that your highest priority should be to engage in the activity necessary to get that term paper in. That should be your focus. I'll repeat that students who can get in a completed and acceptable term paper to me through the Blackboard system by Friday, September 26th will have 10 points added to their score. The early due date is the date every student should be aiming to meet. If you cannot meet that deadline the following week, Friday, all papers submitted at that point are considered to be on time. After that, they'll be considered late, accepted for a few days, and then this assignment will expire and cease to be available. Let me quickly tell you what you need to do to begin the analytical essay assignment. Go to the course Blackboard site. It looks like this. Go to the file that says Analytical Essay Assignment. Click on the file. In that file, you're going to find everything you need, literally everything you need, all the materials, all the instructions for carrying out this assignment. When you click on the file, there'll be, first of all, a full set of directions. You click on the title, and a PDF file will unfold, revealing a full description of what this paper is all about, how to write it, and identifying the 6 topics, one of which you must choose for this particular assignment. Back to the analytical essay file, every single student must click on the video instructions for how to write the paper. This is your only opportunity to receive full oral instruction from me about how to write this paper, how to complete it successfully, and turn it in to me. Everyone must watch this. So you'll click on that title, and my instructions will begin to play. Here's an example. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your instructions for writing the analytical essay assignment for Online History 11. Now, you need to go to the Blackboard site for History 11, go to the sidebar menu, and look for the file. I'll stop that recording now and simply say that was just a few seconds of it. Every single student needs to watch that explanation in its entirety to receive clear and full instructions about how to write the paper. A student who turns in this paper without following the directions properly and has misunderstood what the assignment is all about, that will result in a low grade. So, once again, everyone needs to view that analytical essay instruction video. My final words to you all are, please get to work on the analytical essay assignment. Get those bonus points. I'll be in contact soon. My best, you all. Talk to you later.